this is okay, then the formula for compound interest, that is A, amount after n years. If you invest a principal of P at the rate of R% per annum, then you get an amount A after n years. Okay, so A is the amount after n years. That is, suppose you invest 1000 rupees and say at the end of 5 years you get 1100 rupees. So 1100 is the amount. Okay, this P is called the principal invested. Or money invested. R is the rate percent per annum. PA means per annum. N is the time of investment or the time period of investment. It is expressed in years. So if it's 6 months, then how do you convert 6 months to years? 6 by 12, half year. So if it's 3 months, how do you convert 3 months to years? It is 3 by 12 and so on. So whatever value of n that you take, that must be in terms of years. So once you have calculated the amount after n years, the interest that you get, CI, compound interest, will be equal to the amount after n years minus the principal that you have invested. Okay, so if you are investing 1000 rupees, then you're getting 1100 rupees after 5 years. Then in 5 years, how much compound interest have you got? 1100 minus 1000, which is 100 rupees interest you have got. Okay, so that is what we have all done. This is just a recap of what you have already done. So with this, let us start with the problems. Okay, let's start with the first problem here. The first problem that I'm going to, this is a little inverted image. Okay, first scan that I have done is a little, come a little inverted. Question number 2 here. Okay, let's read this. The solution I've already sent you in your this thing group. If you see all these solutions, you will find. The question here is, find the amount and the compound interest on 8000 rupees for 4 years at 10% per annum. Interest reckoned yearly. Now, if you remember, last year I had given the concept of half yearly and yearly and quarterly. You remember that concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So here, if you see this, you have to keep an eye on this. Okay, you have to keep an eye on this phrase, compounded yearly or half yearly. Here it is given reckoned yearly, so that interest is being given to you on a yearly basis. Okay, so let's write here what is given here. So here, principal is 8000, invested for 4 years. That means time period is 4 years, and the rate percent is 10. Okay, so you have to find out the amount and the compound interest. So this is a straightforward problem. So amount after 4 years. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of N. 8000 to 1 plus R by 100 to the power N. Now, how do you simplify this? This is what you must see. First of all, you will cancel this 0 and you will take the LCM. After cancelling the 0, how much do you get? 1 plus 1 by 10. Now you will take the LCM here within 10 plus 1. So what you get here is 8000 into 10 plus 1 is 11, and here you have 10. Again, you cancel here. So you get 11 into 8, 88, and you have 2 zeros. So 8800 is the amount. So therefore, what is the compound interest?
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
So what we will do this with this 4 which we have wrote above?
Okay, there's a power, no? Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
After 4 years, yes, I forgot that. Anyway, so this is to the power of 4. Now, so you multiply this into 11 by 10 to the power of 4. So 8,000. And you repeat this factor 4 times. 11 by 10 into 11 by 10 into 11 by 10 into 11 by 10. So 3 zeros will get cancelled here. Okay. And you will simply get here 11 into 11 into 11 into 8 divided by 10. Okay. So now you multiply this, you will get
There will be one more 11.
4 11s. Okay. You multiply this, you will get 1 1 7 1 2 8 divided by 10. So see, I've kept 10 in the denominator. I've not cancelled 10 because I could have cancelled this 8 with this 10, but I did not. I kept 10 in the denominator so that if 10 is there or 100 is there in the denominator, it becomes a little easy to divide. So that if your decimal point is here, then you can shift a decimal point here and you can get your answer as 11,712.8. 80 paisa. Okay. So the compound interest after 4 years will be amount minus principal. This is the amount that you have got. So 8,000 rupees becomes 11,712.8. Okay. So you subtract this 11,712.8 minus 8,000 will give you rupees 3,712.8, 80 paisa. Okay. So that is what this is. We'll now move on to the next one. The next problem that I have given you here is question number 3. The question here is, if the interest is compounded half yearly, okay, calculate the amount when the principal is rupees 7,400, the rate of interest is 5% and the duration is 1 year. So that means interest compounded half year. Let's write what is given here. Here, calculate the amount when principal is P is given to be how much? 7,400. Okay. Rate of interest is 5%. So R is 5. But remember, interest here is given compounded half yearly. And what do we do then? If the interest is compounded half yearly, we half the rate, isn't it? We half the rate. So
Yes,
the
sir.
rate here is 5 by 2. And time here is how much given? 1 year. So we double the time. So n here is 2. So therefore, amount after 1 year, A is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 to the power of n. Now put the values. 7,400 to 1 plus rate is 5 by 2 divided by 100 to the power of n. N is 2. So this is 7,400 into 1 plus 5 by, this is, you can multiply 2 with 100 square. 7,400 to 1 plus, you can cancel here only. 20. So you get 1 by 40 square. Now you can take the LCM inside the bracket. 40 plus 1 is equal to 7400 into 41 by 40 square. 7400. Now 41 by 40 is square here. So you can multiply it twice. Okay, so now 2 zeros will go. Okay, what you can also do is you can cancel with 4 also. 4. This will cancel 37 times. So how much do you get here? 37 into 41 into 41 divided by 4. You cannot cancel any further. So you'll get here 62,197 if you multiply, divided by this will cancel with 2. Okay, this will cancel with 2, 37 times. So here you're getting 2 into 4. So that now this becomes 8 here.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
So how can 74 be divided by 4?
That's what I have cancelled. I have cancelled this by 2 and I have cancelled this by 30 by 2 37 times. I'm not dividing by
Okay,
4.
sir.
Okay. So this is, you're getting rupees 7,774.62. This is what you're getting. This is the amount that you're getting after 1 year. Therefore, compound interest after 1 year is equal to amount minus principal. Amount here is minus, and principal here was 7,400. So you get this as 374.62, and that's your answer. Okay, so remember, when you are compounding interest half yearly, keep an eye on what is given in the problem, whether the interest is being compounded half yearly or whether the interest is being compounded yearly. Okay, so sometimes most of you, what mistake you make is even if the interest is given yearly or annually, in fact, when the interest is in the question, if it is given half yearly or quarterly, you work it out as yearly. So do not make that mistake. You have to keep an eye on the phrase half yearly, quarterly, or yearly. Okay, we'll do the next problem, and the next problem deals with quarterly interest. Okay, so in case of quarterly, what do we do? You remember from last year, in case of quarterly interest, what we do with rate and time?
So we divide it by 4.
Which one, rate or time?
So rate, and we multiply time by 4.
Exactly. Now my question to you is, suppose the interest is compounded monthly, then what will happen? What will you divide rate by?
So then we will divide rate by 3.
No. See, quarterly means
So 4.
no. Quarterly means we are giving the interest. The bank is giving you interest in 3 months. If the bank is giving you interest in 3 months, the entire year you are dividing in how many parts? 4 parts, right? You are dividing the entire year into how many parts? 4 parts, isn't it? That is why you divide the rate by 4 and you multiply the time by 4 in case of quarterly, isn't it? So if the interest is given monthly, then how many parts are you dividing the year by? 12 by 1. So you're dividing the entire year into 12 parts. So this time, what should you divide the rate by? 12, and the time you should multiply by 12. Clear?
Yes, sir.
If the interest is given bi-monthly, Then tell me how many, what should be the rate be divided by? Bi-monthly. Bi-monthly every 2 months. Then how much should we divide the rate by? Can you tell me?
Sir, 6.
6. Why? Because we are dividing the year into how many parts? 6 parts. Right? So therefore rate must be divided by 6 and time must be divided by 6. Okay, so this is what you should keep in mind. Let's proceed with the next problem then. The next problem here is question number 5. This one. Question is, find the amount and compound interest on 1 lakh rupees compounded quarterly for 9 months at the rate of 4% per annum. So let's write it down what is given here. This is number 5.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
So do we have to do the sums just that you are doing, or sir, the leftover sums also we have to do?
That depends on what is your goal, what you want to do, how much percentage you want to get. If you just want to pass, do whatever sums I'm doing. If you want to get 90% plus, do all the sums.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So here, the amount and the compound interest is on rupees 1 lakh. So principal is given to be 1 lakh. Okay, compounded quarterly. For how many months? For 9 months. Okay, so 9 months n. 9 months means first you convert the months to years. That means this much years. Now because we are in compounding the interest quarterly, this has to be multiplied by 4. Yes, do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
So first convert to
Yes,
years and then multiply by 4. So this means you cancel, you get n is equal to 3. And rate, what is the rate here? 4% per annum. So 4% we divide rate by 4. So you get 1. So now we'll find out the amount. Amount after 9 months. A is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of n. Okay, put the values. 1 plus R is 1 divided by 100 whole to the power of n, which is 3. Now you take the LCM. So 101 by 100 you multiply thrice because the power is 3. Now you cancel the zeros and the denominator you have 6 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So only 5 zeros. So 1 0 will remain actually. So let's keep that 1 0 here. So how much do you get here? 101 into 101 into 101 divided by 10. This is what you are getting. Okay, so if you multiply this, you will get 103
so
0301
1
divided by 10. So you get rupees. Now because you have a 10 in the denominator, you just shift 1 decimal to the left. So you get 103030.10. So which is 10 paisa. Okay, so that is compound interest after 9 months. CI A minus P. This is what we have found the amount, and the principal was this, which is equal to rupees 3000 30.10, and that is what the compound interest is. Okay, fine. Now we move on to a very important technique and also a sum which I gave you in the notes. Okay, but it's not there here. Now, what if you are asked to calculate a fractional power? Then what will you do in this case? Suppose the number of years is given to be, say, 2 years, 5 months. Suppose I give you the principal as, um, let us say 1 lakh. Okay. And if I give you the rate as, say, 5%, not write the unit, I is equal to 5% per annum. And if I give you the time as 2 years, 5 months, then from the compound interest formula, it is very difficult to calculate, isn't it? Till now, that is what we know. So till last year, what were we doing? We were calculating the compound interest for 2 years, and then we are calculating the simple interest for 2 years, and then adding them to get the total compound interest. But now I'll give you a technique where you can work with this fractional powers. What you do is you convert this to a mixed fraction. 2 years, 5 months can be written in years as 2 5 by 12 years, right? Okay, now this you keep it as it is. Now in order to find out the amount, you put the values here. One plus r by 100 to the power of 2 5 by 12, right? Now what do I do with this? First of all, what I'll do is, see, this forms this under bracket that you see, this is the base, right, of the exponent, isn't it, of the index, and this is the power. So you can write the power as 2 plus 5 by 12. Yes, you can write. Yes, you can write.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now, once you can write, you know that e to the power of m plus n is e to the power of m into e to the power of n. So what is a here? A here is this part. So you can write this as e to the power of, this is your m plus n. You can write this as e to the power of m into e to the power of n. This is a to the power of n. You can write it this way. Now this you can calculate very easily, right? The only problem is how to calculate this. So what we are going to do here is, in order to calculate this, in fact, we actually found an approximate value of this. So what you do here is, you take this power and you multiply it with this. So 1 plus 5 by 12 into 5 by 100. Hold, and this power becomes 1. You understood what I did? You
Yes,
understood what I
sir.
did? This is a technique. Okay, why we are doing this, you will see in the higher classes, not now. For the time being, just know that if you have a fractional power like this, you can multiply the fractional power only with this, not with this, only with this. Is it clear?
Yes,
And
Yes,
sir.
if you once you multiply 5 by 12 with this, then you can make this power 1. Now this becomes very easy to calculate. Into 1 plus, this becomes 25 by 1200. Now this is, you can calculate this very easily, right? So that is how we deal with the fractional powers. Okay, so we'll see a problem which I have given you in your notes, how to solve that problem. That problem is not given in your textbook. Okay, Let's see what the problem is. The question is calculate the amount and compound interest. Problem. Calculate the amount and compound interest on rupees 10,000 compounded annually. Okay, so keep an eye on this, compounded annually or half yearly. Compounded annually for 2.5 years at 4% per annum. Okay, so how do you calculate this? Let's write down what is given here. Here, principal is given to be 10,000. Time is given to be 2.5 years. And rate is given to be 4 years. So amount after 2.5 years. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of N. Put the values here. 10,000. 1 plus rate is 4 by 100 to the power of N. N is 2.5. So we follow that technique here because we have a fractional power. 1 plus 4 by 100. This mixed fraction you can convert to 2.5. You can write as 2 plus half. So this now becomes 10,000. 1 plus 4 by 100 into 1 plus 4 by 100 to the power of half. Okay, so this is 10,000. If you want, you can cancel here 25, and here also you can cancel 25.
So you have forgot to put a square on the first of 1 plus 4 by
Okay,
100.
this is square. Okay. So this becomes, now you can take the LCM here also, 25 and 25 plus 1 square. And here what you do is you multiply half with this. So 1 plus half into 1 by 25. Now this is okay. Now we can work. So this is 10,000 into 26 by 25 square into 1 plus 1 by 50. So this is 10,000 into 26 by 25 into 26 by 25 into 50 plus 1. Take the LCM. Now you can, if you want, you can cancel here, or you can cancel later on. Better cancel later after simplification. Into 51 by 50. Okay, so this will be, and cancel here 400 times. This again will cancel 16 times, and you can cancel this also. Better to keep 50 here. Okay, keep 50 here, no problem. Okay, and how do we calculate this? So I get 16 into 26 into 26 into 51 divided by 50, right? So now what I do here, I multiply this. To get 551,616 divided by 50. Now how do I calculate this? See, I want, if it is 50, I can make it 100 very easily, isn't it? 551,616. I can multiply the numerator by 2, and I can also multiply the denominator by 2. Right? Because I want to make it 100. I want the denominator as 100. That is why. So how much do I get? I get 110 3232 divided by 100. Now, since I'm getting the denominator as 100, I can shift 2 decimal places here to the left. So I get rupees 11,032.32 paisa. Okay, this is the amount. So what should be a compound interest? After 2.5 years, is equal to A minus P is equal to 11032.32 minus the principal here is 10,000. So you'll get rupees 1,032.32 paisa. Fine. Did you understand, or any step that needs clarification?